Rachel had always been a smooth liar. She never stuttered, never hesitated, and never looked guilty. Maybe that's why she thought she could get away with it forever. But the thing about liars is that they always get comfortable. And when they get comfortable, they slip up. It started with a simple text. "Hey babe, I have to stay late at work tonight. Big project deadline. Don't wait up." I stared at my phone for a long moment, my instincts immediately telling me something was off. Rachel worked in marketing, and while she occasionally had late nights, they were never last minute. She usually knew days in advance if she had to stay late. Still, I didn't want to jump to conclusions. Maybe she really was busy. Maybe I was just being paranoid. But then my banking app sent a notification. A charge to our joint account. A restaurant charge. At first I thought maybe it was from earlier in the day, but then I checked the timestamp. 7:48 p.m. Rachel was supposedly at work, but my account was telling me she had just paid for dinner. I clicked on the charge, pulling up the name of the restaurant. It was a steakhouse across town. That's when I knew. Rachel wasn't working late. She was on a date. I sat there for a long moment, just staring at the screen, letting the reality of it sink in. I wasn't shocked. Not really. Something had felt off for months. The sudden increase in overtime, the way she started guarding her phone, the shift in affection. Like she wasn't really present even when we were together. But now I had proof. And I wasn't about to let this slide. I could have called her. Could have texted. Confronted her. Started a fight right then and there. But that wasn't enough. Rachel thought she was smart, thought she could play me, thought she could sneak around behind my back, telling her little lies and swiping my card to pay for another man's dinner. No. I wasn't just going to catch her. I was going to ruin her. And the best way to do that. Expose her where it hurt the most, at her job. Because if Rachel wanted to lie about working late, then her boss should know just how dedicated she really was. I pulled up my email, typed out a short, polite message. Then I attached the dinner receipt. Finally I hit send. Rachel had no idea what was coming. But tomorrow, she was about to find out. The next morning, I woke up feeling calmer than I had in months. No second guessing. No doubt. Just the simple, satisfying knowledge that Rachel was about to walk straight into her own disaster. I checked my email, half expecting a response from her boss already. Nothing yet. That was fine. The damage was already done. All I had to do was wait. Rachel, of course, was acting normal. She got up, showered, kissed me on the cheek, and headed to work like nothing had happened. Like she hadn't spent the night with someone else, paid for their dinner with our money, and then lied to my face about it. I almost wanted to laugh. She was too comfortable. Too confident that she had me fooled. That's the thing about cheaters. They think they're untouchable. But Rachel, she was about to realize just how wrong she was. A few hours passed. I went about my day, checking my phone every so often, waiting for the fallout. Then, just before noon, it happened. Bing. An email from Rachel. Rachel, Jake, what the hell did you do? I smirked, taking my time before opening it. Then another notification. A call from Rachel. I let it ring. Ignored. Then a third voicemail. I played it, putting my phone on speaker so I could hear every ounce of her panic. Rachel. Jake, pick up the damn phone. Are you serious right now? You emailed my boss. Oh my God, call me back. I chuckled, finally typing out a response. Me, something wrong. Thought you were working late. Her reply came instantly. Rachel. Jake, I swear to God if you don't fix this, I will never forgive you. Me, fix what? The truth. No response. Because at that moment, Rachel was probably too busy trying to dig herself out of the hole she had jumped into. And that was only the beginning. 'Cause now, I was going to watch her lose everything. By the time Rachel got home that night, I was already waiting for her. Not because I wanted an explanation. I didn't need one. I had all the proof I would ever need. But I wanted to see it. The look on her face when she realized she had lost. The front door slammed open, and there she was, breathing hard, her face pale, her hands shaking. You, she hissed, pointing a trembling finger at me. You ruined my life. I raised an eyebrow. Really? I thought I was just helping. Since you've been working so hard, I figured your boss should see just how dedicated you really are. Her face twisted in fury. You think this is funny? Smirk. Little. She let out a sharp, frustrated breath, dragging both hands through her hair. She was panicking. Jake, listen to me. I don't know what you're trying to prove, but you went too far. I tilted my head. Did I? I reached for my phone, pulling up my email. Because from where I'm sitting, I think I did exactly what needed to be done. Rachel lunged forward, snatching the phone out of my hand, her eyes frantically scanning the screen. You sent it to the entire department. Shrugged. No, just your boss. Figured he should know that when you said you were working late, what you really meant was dining out on company time. She threw my phone onto the couch, her hands balled into fists. You think this is funny? I almost got fired today, Jake. I took another sip of my drink, enjoying every second of this. Almost. Rachel's jaw clenched. I had to beg to keep my job. I had to sit there while my boss asked me if I was serious about my position and if I needed more time away to handle personal issues. I was humiliated. I nodded, pretending to look sympathetic. Wow, that sounds awful. Almost like, oh, I don't know, being lied to by the person you love. She flinched. She wanted to argue, to make excuses, but she had nothing left. After a long silence, she finally whispered, "Why would you do this to me?" I set my glass down and stood up slowly, staring at her like I was seeing her for the first time. Rachel, you lied. You cheated. And then you were dumb enough to use our shared account to pay for your date. I let out a sharp breath, shaking my head. You ruined us long before I sent that email. I just made sure you felt it. I choked back a sob. Jake, please. I exhaled, rubbing my jaw. No, Rachel. We're done. And just like that I walked away, leaving Rachel to drown in the mess she had made.